All matter is made up of an atom. Atoms, as you know, are the basic building blocks of life and of the universe. This semester, or this 9 weeks, we're going to talk about chemistry a lot, and atoms are the basis of everything in chemistry. All right, matter. Matter is anything that takes up space, has a volume, or a mass. For example, the desk that I'm working on right now, it is taking up space in my living room, and it has a mass because it's super heavy. Also air, even though we can't see it, we feel it, but it has a mass and it also takes up space. It takes up the space of any room that you are in. Can you think of anything that is not considered to be matter? Everything has matter. Everything that we could touch or feel takes up space and has some type of mass. All right, this is what a typical atom will look like. So you have your protons and neutrons and your electrons. So about the atomic structure, it took a minute for us to get to the images that we see now, just like our cell phones. The one at the top, the rotary phone, I'm pretty sure none of you guys have seen it. Maybe your parents have seen it, but that was one of the first telephones invented. And years later, after all of the changes, we now have our iPhones and our Galaxies that everybody pretty much knows about right around now. But just like the cell phone, the atoms kind of transformed through the years. So in the beginning, there was a scientist named Dalton in the 1800s. He believed that an atom was just a spherical figure. Then Thomson came along behind him almost 90 years later and was like, okay, I agree with it being spherical, but it also has some type of electrons on it. Then you had Rutherford came about 10 years later. He said that the electrons were not stuck to the nucleus. They were just floating around it some way. And then lastly, we have Bohr. Bohr, he created the last and final model that we utilize today. Is that you have the nucleus in the middle, and then you have your electrons in a circular motion on the outsides. And there's a lot of empty space in between. The atom is mostly just empty space.
Take a look at this. It's our proper proportion giant atom model of science. Now, this part isn't very giant. That's because it's just the nucleus, the middle of an atom. Now, in here are two kinds of particles, protons and neutrons. No one knows what they would really look like. The protons have a positive electrical charge, like a spark, and the neutrons have no charge. They're neutral. They just hang out in the nucleus. Now, buzzing around the outside of the nucleus are very small particles called electrons. Maybe you've heard of them. In fact, the flow of electrons from one atom to another is called electricity. This vibrating, buzzing ball is the nucleus of an atom. How far away do you think the electron would be? Well, as far as you could jump? As far as you could throw a ball? As far as you could run? Oh, yeah. Take a look. You can see it from here. The electron would be here, 500 meters, 5 soccer fields from the nucleus. So everything that's made of atoms Everything that you can touch and feel is mostly empty space, empty space, empty space. Now the electron weighs, a 10,000 of those particles in the middle. And it's going around so fast that it's only here now and then. It's here, and then here, and then.
All right, so to recap what Bill Nye the Science Guy said is that atoms are made up of even smaller parts. Those smaller parts are called subatomic particles. So you have the first one is going to be your protons. Your protons are positive. Those are found in the nucleus. Then you have your neutrons. Those are neutral. Those are also found in the nucleus. And then you have your electrons. They have a negative charge, but they are outside of the nucleus in an electron orbit or shell. All right, for slide number 6, you should have everything in your notes completed. If you did not get anything or you missed something, please let me know right now before we move on. All right, let's keep it rolling. All right, so this next portion, we're going to talk about the structure of the current model of an atom, including its location, charges, and mass. All right, we're going to be on slide or page number 7 in your interactive notebook. So the first thing that we have is this chart. It should also be located in your interactive notebook. Oh, I'm sorry. So the first subatomic particle, that is going to be a proton. Can anybody tell me what charge it has? You might need to unmute yourself, or should I just start picking on people at random? All right, Arlie, can you tell me what is the charge of a proton? We just learned about it.
I forgot already.
Really? Okay, it starts with a P.
Particles?
No, the charge. It's okay. It's okay. We're all learning. So protons are always positive. They will have a positive charge. So your first box should say protons. Your second one should say positive. And the location. Where can I find protons? Where are they in the atom? Let's see. Samantha, can you tell me where positive protons will be located?
In the inner,
On the right track.
I forgot the name, but I know it's in the inner something.
Okay, it's in the inner circle. That inner circle is called the nucleus.
Oh.
All right. And the mass. Mass is measured in atomic units. So the atomic unit for a proton would be 1 AU. Let me see if it'll let me write it on here. So you got 1 AU. This thing is really slow. Don't mind my ugly handwriting on here. All right, let's see. Amy, can you give me another subatomic particle?
A Dalton?
A what?
A Dalton or
So we had protons, and what's another one?
protons? I don't know.
Look back on slide 6.
Oh no.
You know how to go back to slide 6 on your
No, I'm
interactive
kind of slow
notebook.
with. I'm kind of slow. I don't know how to.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I don't know how to. I'm kind of slow, miss.
I'm pretty sure you got to the 8th grade.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you got protons, it's another one. They're right there together.
A Thompson? No.
It starts with the N.
I don't know, miss.
Oh, so that means you didn't do your notes.
Cause it's not letting me type on it.
Did you make
It's
a
not
copy?
letting. Huh?
You have to make a copy of it and save it with your name.
That's why I.
Oh, girl, honey, you struggling today?
Yes, I am. I really am.
You gotta get it together. Okay, so I'm gonna go on with this one. I do appreciate you, and I thank you for trying. So the next one is gonna be a neutron. All right, neutrons. What kind of charge do they hold? Positive, negative, or neutral? Somebody just yell it out. Oh, I'm gonna have to pick on somebody. Let's see. Viviana, what charge does the neutron hold? What about Miss Mendez? Can you tell me? Ooh, wait. This class right here. I don't understand. It's so easy. All right, so it's gonna be neutral. It's literally. Huh?
It has no charge.
It doesn't have a charge. It's neutral.
That's what it says.
All right, the neutron is located in the same place as the protons in the nucleus. It also has the same mass as the protons, which is 1 AU, which is a atomic unit. And then lastly, what do we have on the outskirts of the nucleus? Let's see. Jocelyn, what you get? What's the last one we talked about?
I can't remember. I already went back to the notes, but I can't find it.
So we have three parts of an atom: proton, neutron, and what floats around on the outside in a circle?
Atoms?
It's not an atom, it's a subparticle of an atom. It's three parts: protons, neutrons, and
electrons.
Electrons, thank you.
Thank you. I had no idea what to say. I couldn't catch those in the notes. Oh, hi, Liz.
All right, electrons. What type of charge do they have? And it's definitely not positive.
Negative.
It has a negative charge. Ooh, that end is a little sloppy. Now, where will I find electrons? Because protons and neutrons, they're in the nucleus. But electrons are where?
Outside the nucleus?
They're where, Samantha?
Outside of the nucleus?
Yes, they are outside. So that's what we call the electron orbit. Because it just orbits around in a circle. All right. And electrons are going to be 1,000 smaller than protons and neutrons. So protons and neutrons are 1 AMU, and electrons are 0.0001. So we're just going to say 0, that it has a 0 for its mass. So it'll be 0 AU. So on your chart for a page for slide number 7 in your interactive notebook, this is what your chart should look like. If you, I'm also going to post the video, or if you, I think it's already posted in case you missed something. All right, so we're going to move on and recap what we just filled in the chart. So you have protons, you're positive. They are positive charge. They're found in the nucleus. And the number of protons equals the number of the atomic, number, I'm sorry. So protons has a positive charge. It's found in the nucleus. And the number of protons equals the atomic number of the element. Our neutrons, they have no charge. They're found in the nucleus and they make up the atomic mass. So right now we have a helium atom on the screen. So it has 2 protons and 2 neurons. How many ever protons there will be, there's going to be the same amount of neutrons. And then you have 2 electrons, which is on the outskirts. So electrons, they give a negative charge and they're found on the outside in the electron cloud or the electron orbit. The number of protons equals the number of electrons. So if you have 3 protons inside of the nucleus, you will have 3 electrons. All right, your nucleus, that is the center of your atom. What's moving around over here in this figure? It contains the mass of an atom. This is where your protons and neutrons are found. And your electron cloud, that is the outskirts of the nucleus. It is divided into different levels called shells. So this very first shell that is closest to the nucleus, it can only hold 2 electrons. Then your second level, it can only hold 8 electrons. And your third level will only hold 8. All right, we're gonna watch this quick video.
Miss, which one was the last one?
The last one, let me go back. So level 1 has 2 electrons. It can only hold 2. Level 2 and 3, they can hold 8 electrons. 8 is the max that a shell can have.
I can give you the basic of the atom in 2 minutes. You'll understand it perfectly and remember it for months.
2 minutes? You're crazy, you know that?
If I can teach you about the atom in 2 minutes, will you go back to school and finish out the year? How about it, huh? Come on, you're a betting man. How about it, Arnold?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, sure. You got it.
I got your word.
Yeah, you got my word. And 2 minutes.
We got a deal.
Yeah, we got a deal.
All right, sit down.
Okay.
There are 3 gangs on the street, right?
Yeah, 3 gangs.
And this right here is the territory. Now, here is the neighborhood. Got that?
Yeah.
And right in the middle of this neighborhood is a gang called the New Boys.
Yeah, the New Boys. Good name.
Okay. Out here on the outside of the neighborhood, on the edge of the neighborhood, is another gang. You know, these are real negative dudes, really negative, right?
Right.
Now, they call themselves the elected ones.
All right.
You got that? Really negative. They don't like nothing.
Right.
Now, they all the time out here circling around the neighborhood, just circling, you know, checking out the New Boys. Now, the New Boys see this, and they get, they figure there's something wrong here, so they make a deal with another gang, a gang of very happy-go-lucky guys. They call themselves the Pros. The Pros. Now, the Pros are very positive cats. You see, they got all the good-looking women, right?
Yeah.
Right. See, now the Pros and the elected ones, an interesting thing, they hate each other. So much so that they keep the same number of members in the gang, just in case you did.
Right.
So if I got 10 elected ones, how many Pros do I have?
10.
All right. Now, how many gangs do I have?
3.
Name 'em.
The New Boys, the elected ones, and the Pros.
All right. Who's here?
The elected ones.
All right. Now, what are they, negative?
Yeah, negative.
All right. Now, who's positive?
The Pros, and you running out of time.
All right. Now, you see right here, the Pros and the New Boys, they call their hangout The nucleus. Yeah. Now, see, that's a real tough word. It's Latin. But I kind of think it's Swahili, and it means center.
Yeah. What is it?
It's nucleus. Say it.
Nucleus. Is that really African?
Say it.
Nucleus.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. Give you another Swahili word. It's tron. It means dew.
Yeah. Tron. Do.
All these gangs like that name so well that they all decide to use it. For instance, the pros right here in the middle start calling themselves protons, and the new boys, well, they start calling themselves neutrons. And out here on the edge here, the elected ones, they start calling themselves the
electrons, the protons, and the neutrons.
And all this right here, this is the neighborhood. This is block after block of nothing. You understand block after block of nothing, don't you?
Yeah, I know all about that. And your time is up, Professor BJ.
Good. I was finished anyway. Now you going back to school now.
School? Man, all I know about is a bunch of damn gangs that live in a round neighborhood.
Model, that's the atom. That's it, man. That's it. What's this right here?
Protons and neutrons.
All right, and they call this the what?
Nucleus.
All right, what are these guys up here?
Electrons.
Are they negative or positive?
Negative.
And how do they move?
Round and round.
And if I got two of them, how many protons do I have?
Two.
Now, protons negative or positive?
Positive.
All right, and what's all this right here?
Oh, that's the neighborhood.
Which is?
Nothing.
You got it, man. You get an A.
All right, so slide 7 should be complete in your interactive notebook. And that is going to be the end of our notes section. If you missed anything on this slide or in the presentation, there is going to be a copy of the recording and the PowerPoint on the Science 8 website. Also, on the video recording of the lesson, you will see Miss Tollett. She's going to walk you through everything that I just did. Now, your assignment that you're going to do independently is on the website, and it's also in Google Classroom. So you will turn in, for right now, you're going to have the atomic particle practice to do. You can find a link to that on the Google website, on the Science 8 website under week 1.2. If you go down, you should see the video, the PowerPoints, and it says atomic particle practice. Your homework assignment for this week is going to be the 8-man worksheet. That is also in your interactive notebook. That should be slide number 8. And you're going to upload that by Friday. And also you have a Nearpod presentation or activity to do as extra practice. Please make sure you review over your notes every day, because on Friday we will be doing our DOLs. And I noticed that a lot of people, when we have those quizzes, the browser is locked down, and it lets me know every time you you close out the screen and try to Google something. So for the people who try to do that, you'll automatically get a 50 on Friday. So please review your notes. I will remain on Zoom if you have any questions about how to get to your assignment or any questions regarding the notes. So do I have any comments, questions, or concerns? If not, you feel free to go ahead and exit and get those assignments completed. Please and thank you.
Miss, I didn't, on slide 6, I wasn't able to take the notes for the slide 6. Like, I was not finished with the notes.
All right, let me pull that back up for you.
Okay, good. So we're gonna go ahead and start our writing lesson. Because as you know, we are going to be writing this year. We're gonna be writing stories, okay? And so after telling you just how to begin to write a personal narrative, okay?
All right, so here's where slide 6 started with matter.
And I know people are
Matter is what makes up the atom. And atoms are the basic building blocks of life and the universe. And it's the basis of all things chemistry.
listen. So go drink water or stretch or something.
Okay.
Turn on the camera and you can go.
Do you do that on your interactive notebook?
Oh, yes.
We have that one down.
Yes.
All right. Would you like me to move on now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then you have matter. Matter is anything that has a mass and it takes up space or has some type of volume. We'll utilize the term volume when we are discussing a liquid. So examples would be a desk, a computer, a bed, even our bodies. It takes up space and it has mass. There is nothing that's considered not to be matter. Everything that exists has matter.
Okay. I'm done with that part. I just need the next one.
Atoms is mostly empty space. Do you have that note slide?
And also I need the one that says the building block of matter.
This is a building block.
Hmm?
All right, the building block of matter is an atom. That's when we talked about those 3 parts of the atom.
Okay.
So you have matter, everything that takes up space, and matter forms to matter makes up atom.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done with the notes.
All right. Good job. So if you need to see them again or or listen to another recording of the lesson, it is in our time 8.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.